The next section we're going to cover in the company settings is appointment services. In this section, you can add your private services, that means private sessions, appointments. For example, if you're an academy, you do football private sessions or basketball private sessions, you can add them here. If you're a dance academy, you do one-on-one, two-on-one, private, semi-private, you can add them here. If you're a studio, PT sessions, massage therapist. So all kinds of appointments can be added in this service. Now, this is where you create them, and at a later video, we're going to see how you can schedule them for your clients. So let's start into how can we create a PT session. So we're going to click on Add Group, and the Add Group is like a folder. So we can create different folders where we list the private sessions under it. So for example, this can be for boxing. We can create another group by clicking on Add Group again, and we can create one that's called, let's say, PT fitness sessions. And of course, you can create as many groups as you need. Now, you might have noticed there's also a color. So you can add a color if you want to that specific section. And that color will reflect later on when we see how to schedule an appointment to be able to filter your services based on the color that you selected. So once you create the group, you're going to have to create the services. As you can see, a default service is created under it, and you can add more services under the same group that you created. For example, in boxing, you might have the first service as boxing one-on-one. The second service might be boxing two-on-one or 102. So that means two clients with one PT trainer. So let's edit the existing service to see the information inside it. If you have a branded app, you can upload a cover image here, and that cover image will reflect on your branded app when your clients are checking your service. We can add a name, so let's call this, for example, boxing one-on-one. We can input the duration, 60 minutes, 50 minutes, etc. We can, if we want to, enable a single session price. So what we can do here is if we want to offer our clients one session, for example, let's say one session for $20, and if they cancel, they have to pay $10. And of course, the cancellation fee is based on the cancellation policy that we talked about in the video where we mentioned our basic business settings. The category is also related to your branded app. From here, you can pick which category or which activity are you doing in the service. We're choosing boxing. As you can see, the service group is the group that you created. Then we select in which room are we doing this specific activity. So from here, you can select from the rooms or the fields that you created. Let's pick boxing room in this scenario. Then, if you have the custom level feature, you can select which levels apply to that specific activity. That means if you select level 2, 3, and 4, whoever, any client who's level 1 cannot book your session. Now, this is a custom level section. So if you cannot see it, it means the custom level is not added to your account, and you need to contact our customer support for more information. Additionally, there is a capacity here. So that means how many people can attend or schedule this private session. So since this is a one-on-one service, of course, the capacity is one client. You can additionally add a description about the service, maybe a line or two to explain what the service does. Then you click OK, and that service is created. The next step to do here is to click on it for it to expand. You're going to see the single session price that you inputted. And it's very important that you click on Add Package to allocate the packages that you created to the private session. So for example, you have this one and this one. This one is 10 passes, and this one is 5 passes. Next to passes-based packages, you're going to see a number. It's going to say 1 automatically. What that means is the system will deduct 1 pass from this package if someone is taking this service. If you change it to 2, they will deduct 2 passes per schedule. In most scenarios, it's at 1, but in case it's something you might need, you can always adjust it. Of course, you need to add the staff. So who are the instructors that belong in this service. So you can always add different instructors, as you can see, and you can add the pay rate for them. The pay rate is something we can discuss at a later stage.